Hey guys, welcome back. This is Chad and my beautiful wife Molly. We are the hosts of Lake Life with Molly and Chad, and we just kind of want to introduce ourselves. We have a lot of new listeners, and we're very happy about that. We would just like to introduce ourselves and basically give you guys a background on why we created Lake Life with Molly and Chad. It was really born out of necessity. You know, we drive for 2.5 hours every week pretty much to the lake, and we listen to our playlist, we listen to everything we've had, downloaded, and really, after how many years? 10?
At least.
Well, that stuff kind of gets old. So we started looking into podcasts about boating, and the only ones we could really find were either about navigating your vessel around the world or living on your 60-foot yacht in Miami or something up in Maine, New England.
More
there.
ocean.
Yeah, a lot of ocean-based boating podcasts. There wasn't a lot of stuff about just getting out on the lake and having a good weekend. So we listened to, I don't know, maybe 10, if there are 10, but maybe 10 different podcasts, and they were all very dry, very...
they were informative.
Informative's a good word. They were just, it's not what I think of when I think about boating and the lake. Basically it was born on a drive down to Lake Cumberland. We were talking about it, and I was like, I think we could do, we've got enough stories, and we could probably do, something better than what we're listening to.
Well, I think the first season for me was really more about educating people on boating, lake life boating, not ocean boating,
right.
People think when you go to Florida and you're sitting on the beach and the boat's out there with the parasailing, or you go excursion fishing. Is that what you call it?
Charter fishing.
Fishing. Sorry, wrong word for all those fishermen out there. So for me, growing up on the water, it was more about the lake life.
Right.
Which is still
water sports.
Yeah, water sports, water skis, tubing. And when I was growing up, it was more about skiing because there weren't. I think the first tube we had was like the tractor tire with the nylon bra around it.
A bra on it. That's nice.
Not the sleek stuff that we have today, but were so many people buying boats. We go to boat shows and
now after everything, that has grown exponentially.
We call it the COVID boaters, which that's great. We love the boaters that are coming out and just increasing the economy, especially down there at Lake Cumberland,
right.
And the lakes that we visit, and just looking at all the beautiful boats is awesome too.
We would love you guys to do a little research about it, or listen to a podcast or two.
Well, there's so much that you don't know when you buy a boat. You just think, I can buy a boat. And in Kentucky, you don't have to have a boating license, correct. Which I don't know how much I want to raise that red flag.
Check your local listings. It's coming soon, I'm sure.
But just the little things that you don't realize, like our pontoon, for example, never came with the safety chain. Well, that was just something that we just did. It was something that you just...
Your dad did, so
right. So
I picked the same habits up from him.
You don't know that if you just go to the boat show and buy a boat, or go to a boat dealer and
right.
or wholesale and buy a boat. You don't know that it needs a safety chain. What is that?
Right. There's a lot of people that don't.
You've got a few 1,000-pound boat being held onto a trailer by a nylon seatbelt strap, basically.
It's rated for the weight.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
But they dry rot. They get brittle.
You have to change them out.
I just changed ours out on the pontoon 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because I could hear it stretching and cracking as I was cranking the boat up. So I'm a big guy. I don't want any equipment failures, especially if it's something easy I can fix myself. So I try to knock that stuff, get it out of the way. And we had a rainy day, and I ran up to the store and bought. Well, I think it was $15, $20 for a new strap. Swapped her out, and we're good to go.
But there aren't many people that we meet on the water, or friends that have a boat that, you hit the old saying, the best day and the worst day is of a boat owner's life is the day you buy it and the day you sell it. I don't agree with the whole selling part because I don't know what we would do during the summer on the weekends without a boat. So
go look at boats.
Just sharing the experience and our love for it and our passion for it, and just like we do every weekend at the lake, pretty much. It's also with individuals that we want to be with and spend time with, and you don't get to do that a lot in normal life today because we're all so consumed with social media or television or work in general.
Life.
Yeah. But being able to get away and share that time, typically that's a full Saturday of, even if it's 6 to 8 hours that you're out on the water, that you wouldn't have to spend time with others. So that's why I'm glad we started it, just because, it's a love that we have for our friends and our family. And, last weekend we were out and it was just the two of us. So
it was great.
We still love our friends and our friend time, but being able to have that and share it, and, just the little things that you don't think about.
Right. It's for me, it was really just, sharing our love for the water, and then maybe trickling out a little bit of information to help guys like me. I married into this lifestyle and was trying to, I hated to ask, but I needed to ask. So if I can help some young married man or young guy out there with a boat that is,
or mature,
or woman, lady, whatever.
Thank you.
If they, maybe you don't want to ask because you're a little embarrassed, or whatever the reason. I'm hoping that this show will help you in some way, shape, or form by giving you a little bit more information, making you a little more comfortable with asking somebody on the ramp if you need to, because we're not all out there just to yell at you and call you stupid. I'm more than willing to help anybody I can if you ask me or just need the help. I'm gladly there. We pulled in, just an example, we pulled into a load Molley, a trailer backed in as I was, waving her in. So I waved her out. Everybody stayed in the truck. Poor guy trying to load a triple pontoon by himself. No direction from the guy on the ground. So since I backed Molley off, I got you, big guy. I walked over, I waved him on in, loaded on the first try, I hooked him up, and he's like, man, you have no idea how much I appreciate it. I'm here. All you got to do is ask. I recognize that this guy was not going to get this thing on by himself. He's going to have to get up there and try to clip it. It's just going to be a pain in the butt.
Well, and we addressed in season 1 how difficult it is to load a tri-tune versus a V-hole.
Right.
So I don't remember which episode it was, but we addressed it. So, but one of the things too about lake life with Molley and Chad for me is just sharing where we messed up.
Yep. Exactly.
And the opportunities that, even though I've grown up on the water and we have my folks and James and Becky and Nancy and Steve and all those folks that are boaters too, there's still different things with our boat that they don't have because they have a different kind of boat. So
right. We have wake boats, we have Bajas, we have pontoons, little boats, big boats. Everybody's got a different setup. We all have the basic safety stuff, the Coast Guard recommended stuff, but then we all have things that are particular to your boat or your style of boating. So, use what we can give you. By all means, take any notes you need to take. Follow us on Facebook. We're on every streaming platform pretty much you can get to listen to the podcast. So we look forward to seeing you guys out there on the water. If you got any questions, give me a holler. I'm Chad with Lake Life with Molley and Chad.
And I'm Molley.
Thanks, guys.